dark, rich cake, white chocolate ganache, and luscious chocolate ice cream. My uniquely constructed triple chocolate ice cream cake. We start with the dry ingredients. 3/4 cup of Dutch process cocoa, 1½ teaspoons of baking soda, 1½ teaspoons of baking powder, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, 1½ cups of all-purpose flour, and 1½ cups of sugar. So you can mix this up with your beater. And now the liquid ingredients. 3 tablespoons of safflower oil, 3/4 cup of buttermilk, 2 eggs, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And have on hand 3/4 cup of warm water. It looks a little curdled, but that's okay. That's the eggs and the buttermilk. And you can see that it is pretty dense, so we're going to add that water right now. Now your pan should be buttered, cocoaed, lined with parchment, buttered again, and more cocoa. This is also buttered, lined with parchment, buttered, and cocoaed. We need a cup of batter for the base. Your oven should be preheated to 350 degrees. And then the rest of the batter gets poured right into the big sheet pan. We're using a jelly roll pan, 10½ inches by 15½ inches. We want a very thin layer of chocolate cake because we're going to do something very special with it. There. So right into the oven until set and a toothpick comes out clean, about 12 to 14 minutes for both the round and the rectangular. So the cakes have cooled. Look how nice they look. And now for the filling, white chocolate ganache. So we have 1 cup of heavy cream that is boiling hot, 12 ounces of white chocolate, cut into small pieces for easy, quick melting. Once the chocolate melts, let it cool for about an hour. Just sit until it's a spreadable consistency. And so now we're going to spread the ganache on top of our rectangle. Cut the cake into 4 even quarters. And you stack these one on top of the other. Lift this onto a piece of plastic wrap and chill it for 30 minutes. Here is your chilled cake. We want to cut this in half and then into 1-inch pieces. In a 10-inch springform pan, this has a removable bottom, lined with a round of parchment. Place your smaller round cake. And then pick up your slices, and these stand right up all the way around. So when you slice this, you're going to have stripes. Now we planned for most of the cake to be used. I have a piece left over. Enjoy it. Now get this right into the refrigerator, and then we'll fill the interior. So now fill the interior of this pan with 2 quarts of your favorite chocolate ice cream. And I brought it to a slightly warmer temperature than freezing because it has to be pressed in with no air spaces. So you can imagine when you slice this cake, you're going to get a really pretty edge. It is delicious, and it is better than any store-bought ice cream cake. So now get this wrapped quickly and put it right back in the freezer at least overnight. This is our beautiful striped cake. And fill the center with lightly whipped, lightly sweetened cream. This is about 3 cups. If you want to get fancy, you could pipe the cream, but all you have to do is take a slice and enjoy. If you're up for it, you can make some milk chocolate curls and sprinkle those on top. Wow, what an ice cream cake.